Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday night mini healings. Duncan wanted to say hi before he took his nap. Are his eyes even open? Yeah, he's a little tired. It's been a long day for Duncan. Very tired. So let's see, who do we have? So we got Victoria and Mary and Marina. Welcome. Tried to greet everybody, but for some reason, my system lets me type to the YouTube group, but not to the Facebook groups. So that's not very helpful. So it's a little warm in my little house, my little tiny house, I should say, or tiny office. So it's not terrible here. So, I've got to give my weather commentary. But the little guys wanted me to stay in here. So yes, we are. So I'm going to let Duncan go to sleep. So he's going to just, and there, down he goes. Oh, did you wake up? Maybe. He's just such a cute little dog. So, at 10 after, we are going to, oh, don't lick me. We're going to start our first healing pulse. And I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about healing pulses. I think when I first started, I talked about healing pulses. So I think we'll do probably 3 healing pulses in a row. And I think this will help you understand it a little bit more. Oh, and there's Anne Marie. Yes, Marina, he can be very sweet, but he also is a little stubborn. He does exactly what he wants, so which most of the time that's okay, but there are times that I need to be the one in charge. So I hope everybody's doing well. Stirring up my beverage. I think what else is new? Oh, I was supposed to do a training this weekend, and I think I even mentioned to you guys that I would do a new Reiki video comparing the frequencies, because I was going to take Karuna Reiki, which that is the highest version of Reiki training, and I have actually not done that. But it was delayed. So I thought it was going to be delayed till like next month or soon, but not till November. So I will not be doing an extra video on that. So I'll have to see if I do another Reiki video, or maybe we'll do like a hypnosis video where I do like a group hypnosis session. So I might have to think about that. So you can let me know. Yes, definitely a bummer. I was really looking forward to it. I had sort of changed some things around so I could attend. I mean, it's online, but my sister was visiting. And so I even gave up seeing her. And so I made plans over the 4th instead. So, yes, so now I've got 3 days that I have nothing going on. So I'm starting to book up things, appointments and such. So it is 10 after. So let me take this banner off. But I do want to talk a little bit about the healing pulse. And some of you will know this, and some of you, this might be new. That's okay. So with the healing pulse, the energy goes to where you direct it to go. So like on my website, or I don't think I have it on Facebook, but I do charge $30 for healing pulse sessions. And what that means is usually it's a series of pulses back to back where we pick our location, I send the energy, And about a minute later, we stop and evaluate and see, because usually it's pain or anxiety. And I have whoever it is, and we do this usually through the phone or through video, or it even works through text. Usually I have the person check in and evaluate and see, did it stay the same? Did it lessen? Did it move? Because especially when you're dealing with pain, it's pretty common for things to shift. And sometimes it shifts because maybe there was a certain amount of healing, and so there's another issue that is coming up that is a slightly different location that is causing the pain to move. And so there can be a variety of circumstances, but it's pretty common for pain to move. And especially like if I'm using a tool called Quantum Touch, you basically chase the pain until finally you can hopefully just zap it till it's gone. And it used to be that my Healing Pulse had a little bit of Quantum Touch in it, but now it's just a couple different frequencies that is not Quantum Touch. So generally I do 3 healing pulses, and then I evaluate to see if more is helpful. Sometimes you can reach a limit in how much healing you can receive with the healing pulse, but a lot of it is personal. There was one person I think I did 7 healing pulses for, and at the end the pain level stayed the same. But that gives you sort of an idea, a little bit more about the healing pulse and doing pain. Oh, thank you, Anne Marie. For me personally, it wasn't a good experience. I'd been on her show before, and they really promoted me, and the calls were all about healing. I didn't feel so put on the spot, and I do pretty good on the spot for healing, but there was a few calls that I sort of wish had been much shorter, that because it wasn't my expertise. I'm not a psychic. Maybe someday, but I was supposed to be on this show for healing, and the hosts were wonderful, but they didn't really understand what I did or what I do. And Deborah was traveling, so she wasn't even there. So I was guest hosting. So I'm glad I did it, but yeah, overall it wasn't the best experience. So, which is sort of sad because I really expected it would be super fun, but oh well. So let's do our first healing pulse. So with that thought, I want you to think about where you want to receive the energy. Is it somewhere physical? Is it somewhere emotional? And if it's emotional, where do you feel that in your body? If you don't have a particular location, I want you to send it to your head or your heart. So I want you to rub your hands together and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then, the most important part, just being open and allowing, having the energy flow. And so just breathe that in. And allow. Okay, so that was healing pulse number 1. Now we're going to try something sort of new and different. I want you to evaluate what you feel after that healing pulse. And for instance, say you have something physical going on. Evaluate, is it exactly the same? Did it move? Did it lessen? And based on that, you're going to place your hands for the next healing pulse. Now, with emotions, it's pretty much the same thing. I want you to really tap in and see, like that anxiety in the pit of your stomach. Is it still there? Is it still as intense? Did it move? Or maybe it lessened. So it's still in the same place. You know where you're going to put your hands. But if it moved, just make the adjustments with your hands. So let's do a second pulse. I think we'll do 3 pulses. That's what I typically do for most of my people that need these. So place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Allow the energy to flow. And just breathe that in. So I just read the last line of Anne Marie's text. Oh, me being amazing, so that was cool. So I read that, but then I missed that the show was weird. Part of that was because nobody knew I was going to be there and what I did. I mean, the hosts sort of knew, but they didn't know what it meant, that I was going to show up and help people heal. So just keep breathing in that healing energy. Okay. Ooh, my hands are buzzing. Let's evaluate. So I want you to check in and see if you notice any changes. Is it exactly the same? Did it move? Did it lessen? Let's do one more. Okay, so imagine my hands on yours. We're just breathing in that healing. With each breath in, it goes a little deeper. Healing helps a little better. Just allow it to flow. Okay, so that was healing pulse number 3. Let me know how you did. I don't recall doing 2 or 3 right in a row of healing pulses. So let me know how you did. And then we are going to work on whatever you guys want to work on, as far as if you've got something physical going on, if you've got something emotional going on. So just put that in the comments and I will start writing. Would you believe today is 7/7 already? I just can't believe how fast things go. And today, so I'm looking at, so last Thursday was show number 107. I don't think I'm going to count my Friday night guest spot as an official show. So today is show number 108. That's pretty cool. So you guys are very quiet, or am I having issues with seeing things? Let's see. Oh, there's Victoria. Cool, Victoria. So the energy was really flowing for you. That is great, Victoria. I appreciate that feedback. All right, Anne Marie, you are number 1 on the list. All right, so here's a question to you. Sort of a small group tonight, but it is definitely July 7th. I think a lot of people had holiday work going on. or holiday vacation, I should say, not holiday work. Yes, it's sort of crazy. I can't believe that it's July already. All right, so Mary, hips and lower back. So I'm thinking about this next video I'm going to do, guys. So if you're interested in another Reiki video where you compare the energies, put a 1 in the comments. But if you're interested in maybe like a group hypnosis, put a 2, and that sort of gives me an idea of your where your interest is. So 1 for Reiki, 2 for a group hypnosis. All right, so I'm up to Joan and Victoria. So Joan, trusting universe and intuition. And Victoria, S in legs. Four. Yeah, because some of you've got both, which that's fine. I will always be doing Reiki videos, and we'll see how it goes with the group hypnosis. I have not given one of those, so I need to sort of study up. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, sorry, I'm a slow writer tonight. So yeah, Marina, I sent you an email. I hope you got it. Okay, so Anne Marie is going to go first. Let's just see if I'm going to use a different tool tonight. And we are. So we're going to use my emotions, sensations, and behaviors list. All right, so let's see what comes up. I need a pillow for my lap. The good and the bad about not being in my office. It's not quite as comfortable as far as writing. Okay. Good, Marina. Let me know. All right, so inquiry, I'm getting sorrow, but let me just... Two layers of shame, and sorrow is mixed in with that. Let me get some ages. $18 and $24. So let's release those. Okay, so that released. Mary. Next. Let's see what comes up for Mary. So Mary, part of it is low self-esteem. Let me get an age on that. 28, Mary. See, as long as I'm doing a little extra. So low self-esteem, 28, and then I checked to see if you had another instance of it, and you did at 19. So let's release those. And Marina, do I have you on my list and I missed you? Nope, so Marina, if you want me to just do you overall. Okay, so closeness and affection. All right, so Joan is next. Joan wants to work on trusting the universe and her intuition. Let's see what comes up. Frustration, Joan. Let me get an age on that. Okay, Marina. You're very welcome, Mary. Let's get an age for Joan and frustration. 29, Joan. Let's see if you've got another layer to frustration. I do get a yes, so let's see what age that would be. 33. Let's get rid of both of those, because those make it much more easier to be frustrated. So that released. All right, so Victoria, got weakness in legs. So let's see what comes up for you. So it says longing. Let's get an age on that, and maybe that will make sense. You are welcome, Joan. 29, Victoria. So let's see if I'm getting there's another instance we can release too. Let me get an age for the other one. So 29 and 39, Victoria. So let's release that. All right, so Marina is next. Marina is having trouble with closeness and affection. So let's see. Sorrow. Let me get an age. Wonderful, Joanne. We are just finding negative trapped emotions. So welcome. $13. So let me release both of those. All right, so let's do our next healing pulse, and then when we come back, we'll do Joanne's negative trapped emotion, and then we'll go on and look at negative beliefs. Okay? All right. So think about where you want to receive the energy. Rub your hands together. Uh-oh. That sounds painful, Joanne. So you know where you probably want to receive the healing pulse. And if you can't reach it, just imagine the energy going there. So I'm sending the energy now. Just breathe this in and be open and allow. And so Joanne, about 10 minutes in, I actually did 3 healing pulses. So when we're done tonight, you might want to do the replay and just do all 3, because that oftentimes has really good effects on pain. That energy in, open and allowing. All of a sudden, it just warming. So that was healing pulse number 4. Something I didn't mention about the healing pulse, though, is so the energy does go to where you want it to go. And especially like in pain, sometimes it seems to knock it out. And occasionally I get people that it brings the pain level down to 0. And the great thing about that is it brings the pain level down to 0 for some people. However, sometimes there's not enough energy to heal the pain and the real reason why you have the pain. And so sometimes the pain comes back. Generally, the healing pulse is more of a quick fix. So for instance, I had someone who had a nose job and was in terrible, excruciating pain, and it was really, the pain was really intense. And so a healing pulse actually helped reduce the pain to a more manageable level until the meds could kick in. So sort of a cool thing. All right, so I've got some adding Joanne. Welcome, Angie. Just in time for, we're just finishing up on negative trapped emotions. So I think we're just going to focus on the TMJ right now, Angie, okay? But Joanne is going to go first. And let's see why that area was so affected. Rebellious. For some reason, I don't picture Joanne being rebellious, but maybe you were just a wild young thing, right? Well, let me get some ages and we'll see. 28. Let's see. Getting there's another one too. So I've been pulling 2 levels of the trapped emotions. 19. So 28 and 19. So let's get rid of those. Okay, so I'm going to take off the TMJ for Angie, foot, head, and scalp. All right, let's see what comes up. I get the word lost. You get an age and see if that rings a bell. 16. See if there's another layer to that. I do get there is. Let's see what age that is. 23. All right, so let's remove both of those. Careful. Okay, so I'm going to let's do some group negative beliefs, and then we will do some positive emotions at the end. So let's see how many negative beliefs I'm going to do. 4. So let's see what comes up. Seems like we typically have some standbys, but then we've got some new ones that sometimes get thrown in. I don't fit in anywhere. That's sort of a... And so the reason why some of these come up week after week is layers. It's not that it's the exact same thing. It's typically a different age. And so, say in high school, every day you felt like you didn't fit in anywhere, it's possible you have this trapped belief for each instance, because it was such a personal feeling. So let me just see how many of you have this. 50% of you have this, and I know that, so that percent's down a little bit, so that is good. So let's see what else is coming. I'm nothing. Let's see how many of you have that. %55, tiny bit over half. I am afraid. %40 of you. Well, that's nice seeing that, because look at other percents. Most of the percents on shows before were over 50. So that's good. Okay, so last one. Let's see what that is. I am not interesting enough. Which is different. I think that's a new one, because previously it came up, I am uninteresting. So this is, I am not interesting enough. Let's see how many have this one. 65%. All right, so let me just check and see if everything released. And I did get everything, so that's great. So let's do positive beliefs, or excuse me, positive emotions. So if you want me to find you, how about we do 2 positive emotions for everyone tonight, since I did 2 the negative trapped emotions. So just put a 3 in the comments if you would like to do that. Okay, so there's Joanne. All right. So the first one for Joanne is loyal. Meanwhile, I'm going to write everyone's name down before it scrolls past. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. All right, so Joanne and loyal, and let's see what number the second one is. Ooh, Joanne got beautiful. Nice. So reinforcing that. Okay, Angie, you are next. Yes, it definitely would be good. All right, so Angie, your first one is united. Let me see what your second one is. Serene. That's a nice one. So Angie got united and serene. So we're going to reinforce those. And Marina, you are next. Understanding is the first one. Let's see what the second one is. Precious. That's a nice one. Understanding. Precious. Let's reinforce that. Anne Marie, you are next. Progressive. All right, let's see what second one is for Anne Marie. Value. Nice. So progressive and value. You are welcome, Marina. All right, Mary, let's see what you get. Open. First one. Ooh, invincible. I like that one. We all have days where we need to be invincible. Okay, Joan is next, and if I missed anybody, please put a yes in the comments so I know that I missed you. Joan got wise. You are welcome, Anne Marie. Patient. I guess that goes with your releasing frustration, but you're also wise and patient, Joan. Let's reinforce that. Cool. Very interesting. So loyal, beautiful, united, serene, understanding, precious, progressive, valued, open, invincible, wise, and patient. There's some good ones here. So I hope you can instill, especially the ones you really need, into your lives. So I think we're going to finish a little early tonight, which is okay. Trying to think if I should do a commercial. So I'm still working on my hypnosis stuff. I've added actually a Facebook page to promote that just because it's so different than the healing here. Yeah. Notice Joan's like protesting that patient can't be hers. Yeah. So anyway, so I created a Facebook page. So over there, I'm going to put experiences with the hypnosis, why people would want to do that versus a regular session because the expense is much more. However, the amount of healing and knowledge that you gain is pretty amazing. And I think I'm going to probably start writing some stories about what comes up for different people. And I'll probably start with my story of things that have come up. So I don't think I've got anything else as far as a commercial for me. I'm a little tongue-tied tonight. I gave a hypnosis session yesterday, and the sessions, especially the really intense ones, they take a lot of energy out of me, which is cool because the more intense they are, the more healing can happen. But it's very interesting how draining I feel. But I think part of it is I just get so involved, and it's just really exciting. So let's do our aura strengthening. If anyone has anything else that they would like to request, we do have time. Okay. So for the aura strengthening, I want you to rub your hands together. And then start weaving those energies to your aura. And just imagine your aura is getting thicker, stronger. Mine, it's going to be sort of bedazzled mirrors so that it reflects back, especially with negativity. So the negativity gets reflected back to people if they're spewing nasty stuff. Just breathe that out. Okay, so that was our aura strengthening. So if you came in late at the beginning of the show, about 10 minutes in, we did 3 healing pulses, and I talked a little bit more about the healing pulse and how it works. So you might want to hit up the replay, especially if you enjoy the healing pulses. I think that's one of the few times I've done 3 in a row. You are so welcome, Joan. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're back from Hawaii. I was going to say the Big Island, but I don't know where you went exactly. But yes, glad you're back. I hope you had a fabulous trip, and I do want to hear about it. So yes. So sometime this month I will schedule an extra session, and it looks like about half the people wanted Reiki and half the people wanted a group hypnosis, so we'll see. I'm not sure what I'll do. If I'll do both, if I'll do one, who knows? But it all depends. So I really appreciate that you are all here tonight on this warm summer day, and thank you so much. So have a fabulous night, and I hope to see everyone next Thursday on the 14th already. All right, Joanne, I will add you down for Reiki. Oh, nice, Joan. You're very welcome. So the name of the Facebook page, so I did a new name too because I wanted to use some different words in my title. It's Quantum Depths of Healing Hypnosis. And if you go to the Summer Avalon Healing Arts page, it's there. There's a link. Actually, Anne-Marie, I'll see if I can just send you an invite because there's an invite option. And I've been slowly going through and sending out invites, so I know I haven't gotten to everyone. So I will find that and send that to you. You are welcome, Joanne. Take care of yourself. Slow down a little bit. It's not good you're getting hurt because you're so crazy, busy, wild. But that's that rebellious you, I think. Have a good night. Bye.